and salutations, everybody. Hey, it's Saturday. That must mean it's Satisfactory Day. Hey, welcome everyone back to me playing Satisfactory for your amusement and edification. Big welcome to new subscribers. Big welcome to previous subscribers, and glad to have you on board. Yeah, just killing a little time here. You don't know if people know, you got a little game you can play in here. So, yeah, got lots to do today. Big kind of build day, and let's get right into it. We only got some certain amount of time, so let's go for it. So what I'm doing today is finally getting the last of my computers, getting the last of my circuit boards, getting all of that good old stuff finally taken care of. And to do so, I'm going to be relying very, very heavily on blueprints. Love the blueprint system. Love doing things once and never having to worry about it again. So that is what. Hey, I just noticed there's Newton's cradle there. Huh, cool. Sorry.
Little distraction. ADHD strikes again.
So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be getting the rest of this stuff done. So what that entails. Let's make sure you guys can see my screen here. Hey, look at that. There we are. There's the screen. So yeah, as you saw, this is what we're going to be finishing off today. That is what I'm going to be looking to get done. Now, I have done a bunch of work in already to kind of get ready for this, so we can just kind of get these machines and stuff in. I can't believe that I didn't have this turned on. Oh my god. Amateur hour. Anyway, yeah, so what we're going to do, and I have made a decision on where I'm going to do it, and I've actually started laying some groundwork. So let's do the first thing and run down to the very, very, very basement. Oh, look at that. I'm going to have to fix the lights again. I don't know how Bob keeps getting out, but hey, Bob. Oh, look at that. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, he just keeps getting away from me. But you know what? He can wander around the factory to his heart's content. All right, let me get some more biofuel into the old setup here. I'm not sure why I'm carrying some packaged fuel. Well, you know what? Do I care? No, let's just dump that out. All right, so yeah, every once in a while, I'll just kind of go into my inventory and realize, oh, I'm carrying a bunch of stuff I don't need to. Looks like I'm almost out of screws there as well. Anyway, yeah, hi, Bob. So let's go downstairs. So yeah, like I say, I have kind of filled out and got ready for the materials that I'm going to need. So if you see these machines, except for these two guys who are, not the right color, because, oops. These are all new setups. This is all now producing iron ingot, which is going to go into the new factory here. I've got, most of this is enclosed in. I've kind of left that area open yet. I haven't got into there yet, but I will at some point in time. I've expanded concrete. So this is the base concrete over here. This is the stuff that's flowing upstairs into the inventory. And then I've got these concrete machines over here, which are going to be sending stuff into the new manufacturing. Popping over here, we can see that we've got some new copper line stuff. So yeah, really now maxing out the copper line over there, but more or less things seem to be keeping up. We can see that, we got the occasional stutter. That's actually what I like to see. The belt's moving all the time, for the most part, like the majority of the time then they're moving, but I don't mind. In fact, I kind of like seeing that little pause there. That means I'm keeping up with manufacturing. And that's kind of the easiest way I have of making sure that I've got proper flow going down the system here. Again, I am using manifold here, so there's going to be some stuff that does get kind of bogged down. Like if we look in these machines over here, it's actually 2 tiers, so that's going that away. And if we look in here, you can see that some of these machines are getting filled up, mostly because, again, we are dealing with belt speed issues and whatnot. All right, why are you guys not belted up? Did I not belt you guys up? No, I did not. Okay, let's also... Let's do a little quick fix here. Yeah, so not everything apparently got connected. So we are going to need to connect these guys up. Do I? I don't even know anymore. We'll figure it out. Oh yeah, also need to go and put in the fancy code thing here. So I'm in the console down bottom. From a notepad, gonna copy, gonna paste, and put that in there, and there we go. All right. Stop hitting the console button. So yeah, so that is gonna be feeding my copper, which is running off that away. Something feels wrong. Yeah, that is wrong. These guys need to get connected, so we'll just get some marks here. I'm just going to quickly fix this up. Yeah, there was a bit of an effort to get things moving and grooving here. All right, so there we go. So there we go. These guys are now feeding down through here. And that pretty much fills in this basement. So this is exactly kind of, you know, pre-planning ahead. I figured I was going to get everything in there. All right, so where does everything go? Well, everything goes over here. We've also got an additional steel ingot manufacturing set up. So some of those new iron ingots will get diverted here. And I've got a bunch of stuff now flowing over to the other side. So we can see we have... Not that. All right, there we go. So we can see we're bringing in the raw quartz, because I'm going to need raw quartz. There is the concrete that's going to go upstairs. You've got the iron ingots that are going to go, copper ingots that are going to go, and then we have our steel ingots over here, and it is all going into that wall, which tells you what direction everything's going to be flowing. So everything is then going to be going up here. So where is that? That is facing south. So if we look at the map and kind of take a look at where I am, and move that over. This is where the power plant is, so that's where the oil nodes and whatnot are. Still got one more oil node that I can tap into, which is great, even though I still haven't even maximized these. So I do want to increase my power setup. In fact, it's not even fully done because I ran out of motors and stuff and heavy modular frames, so I need to get those taken care of as well. But yeah, so we're going to go and head in that direction. So let's go have a look upstairs here. So we got, you know, a bunch of staircases to move around where I can now go upstairs. Big staircase to get me up to the upper floor here, and one more staircase. And that's where I've got started. Now, this building here, like I say, I'm using my blueprints now. I'm digging out blueprints from previous setups or previous playthroughs. So, you know, update 7, update 8. Nothing from update 6. But yeah, this is a circuit board. It's going to make me a bunch of circuit boards. If we look in my blueprints here, go into our construction lines here, I've got silica circuit boards, and it's going to be making me 37.5 circuit boards per minute. And that is more than what I'm going to need, which is really quite awesome. All right, so let's kind of, again, bop down here and have a look, and we can kind of break down what's going on. So, yeah, the lines are coming in. They go into this little kind of contraption here. You can see there's the lines. This was a bit of a nightmare to plumb, and that's kind of why I did it off camera, because I knew getting things past the clip face here and getting up here was going to be a bit of a challenge, but I did manage to get it all done. Let's turn our flashlight on so you can see that 6 things that have to feed up here. Kind of squeezed them a little. I try to avoid clipping wherever possible. So, but you know, sometimes you just have to use it. I just make sure I hide everything very, very well. All right, so we come out through here. Try to come out through here. Squeeze! There we go. And we'll go back outside the door here. And we'll go up here. All right, so working up here, this is where I'm going to be building all of my buildings, and I've kind of... Really, dude? And I've kind of got to start on this little courtyard here and some of the early prefab. So you can see this is, in fact, a prefab. What is this? This is a hallway segment. So you can see there, we got some nice signages. We got power lines running through. We got a good set of lights. These 2 corridors, of course, are identical. And then we have doors for actual service floors. Now, everything is designed to be stackable, so there's no ceiling or anything up there. That could be added in at any point in time, but if I want to add another floor, it's all ready to go. In fact, I don't have the staircase one set up here yet. I fell out of the wrong door. Meant to go through this door. But I got staircases that'll actually, variations of this hallway that have stairs in it that I can take upstairs. In fact, I think I'm going to replace this one with one of those, so I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm going to sample this, which is going to bring it in. We're going to hit the blueprint snapping button. So we can snap this blueprint into place, and we're going to go into our blueprints here, building, and let's see, I want concrete, service floor, concrete stair hallway. There we go. So you can see I've got a stairwell here, so we can just kind of snap that into place. Now, just a way, because of the way the blueprinter works, and I've got things that are just sitting outside, I just got to give it a little bit of a nudge. I think I'm also going to spin it. So the stairs are going that way. There we go. We'll just do a little quick nudge here. And boom. Now that is an outer wall. This is an inner wall. But there we go. We can just drop that into place. And there's a staircase. So it's the same hallway, but this time I can go upstairs. And I can continue upstairs. There's you have to add the second stairway here, just again because of the way the collision boxes work. But what it does is it gives me this kind of way of moving things around, so that each of these actual floors is 4 wall heights, which is more than enough clearance. And then, of course, if I want to go back downstairs, I have a staircase to do that, so I can just run up and down the stairs. So this is where all the piping stuff will come through, and then we'll go up into the factory floor, into there. That is the worst, ugliest colors I have ever seen. You know what? I got to take care of that. Sorry, be right back. We're going to run over to the blueprinter here. So it's still tucked over in the corner there. God, what was I thinking when I did those colors? Ugh. Gross, man. Gross. But easy repair job. We just have to pop down here, grab into our blueprint configure, load the blueprint back into the building, concrete stairwell. There it is. And let's grab, not camera mode, silly bugger, we want the customizer. So yeah, I'm using the concrete color on everything here just to kind of keep it nice and clean. At least in this location, I'll be utilizing more of this kind of concrete, you know, very light color. Pop over here. Let's get these guys all painted up. And this is what I love about the blueprinter, right? Is that, oh, something's not right. Easy, quick fix. All I have to do now is hit Save Blueprint. Yes, I would like to override it. And I can, clear the Blueprint Designer. Now, the only thing about the Blueprint Designer is a bit of a pain in the neck, is everything ends up in here, so I'm just going to take all. All right, so now we can run back over. Off we go. Sorry about that. Okay, back over to the other side here. Well, we'll get inside in there and have a look. There's going to be some stuff I need to do that it's not 100% completed, because, you know, why would I do that? All right, let's get that hallway again. Okay, why are you in a different category? That's a little odd. There's something weird going on here. Anyway, we can grab the stair hallway now. Snap it back into place. Give it its little nudge. Make sure that the hallways line up. There we go. And put the gun away. There we go. Much better. Yes? Yes. All right, so that's what we're going to do. All right, so let's have a look at this building here. So this is, this is where the circuit boards are going to be made, the silica recipe. If we kind of pop around the back here, we can see that we've got the final circuit boards here. Great recipe, 12.5 per minute. Gonna have 3 of these guys running. Yep, 3 of these guys running. Back here, we're making silica, so this is where the raw quartz go. And silica. Not plumbed in, powered in. I gotta hook up power lines yet. If we run around to the other side here, back to the other side, up the stairs. These are the inputs. So you can see here, we can see the raw quartz goes in. Copper ingots go in, which is all I need to feed into there. And out comes the circuit board. So I just have to bring that up here. I'll probably come over the wall here. I might go up there. It's not like I really need the doors. But if we run upstairs here, we got the kind of compressed little area up here where we can start producing our copper sheets, and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of copper sheets. So there we go. All right, so yeah, like I say, I am using these. These are blueprints that I created in previous run-throughs. But like I say, if you got something that works, utilize it. Designing buildings and whatnot is my least kind of favorite thing. There's a reason why it took me so long to finally kind of close up the rest of the factory there. Design and whatnot is not my strong suit. When I find something that works relatively well, I tend to stick with it. A little bit of leftover coloring there. All right, so what is today's plan? Today's plan is to get the rest of the stuff going as much as possible. So, like I say, I've got everything plumbed in. Coming into this service floor down here, there's that staircase that'll lead me back upstairs. There is, in fact, a hole here that I can drop down. I can put some stairs right here, which is not a bad idea. Let me just quickly grab some stairs if I can. Here we go. Put that there, and put that there. And that is just to bring me down to where these guys are coming through so they can get up and down. All right. Yep, power lines, everything's ready to go. Okay, so let's start getting this done. So everything is, in fact, coming up here. So this is the what's coming up here? Okay, so that is the iron, that is the copper, it's the second to last one is the kind of thing that's in there. No, so that's steel, copper, iron. That's quick wire that I'm bringing over, rubber that I'm bringing over, raw quartz. Let's do... Yes, I love you guys. Sorry. The wrong button there. But yeah, my brain switching between Space Engineers and Satisfactory can sometimes get a little bit confusing in my head. So what I'm going to do here is just going to quickly drop some lifts in. I did mean to put some signs up there, but nah, I thought I can remember this stuff. No, he can't. So if we bring out a little bit of a belt there, and a little bit of a belt out there, you can see what's coming on the lines. Make sure we're not getting any kind of cross-pollination, because that would be bad. Yeah, so there we go. Quick wire. And rubber and raw quartz. Why have I got 2 iron ingots? Yeah, see, this is, again, something kind of funky here. You know, you think you have it all worked out, and then you realize, no. How do you both have iron ingots going into you? I'm clearly only seeing 1 iron ingot point, which is that one right there. Is it just a little bit of stuff left over from previous? This is very mysterious, and I'm a little bit confused by what is going on here. Okay, so that's copper. Oh, I think it's just, yeah. Okay, there we go. That's concrete. Okay, that's better. It's just some kind of setting up the original belts there. Some other things kind of got bled through. It's something you do have to watch out for because that can completely shut down a line. So I'm just going to grab some stuff there. Well, you took a while, but I don't need a lot of quartz. Okay, good. Mystery solved. Whew! What are we doing? All right, let's get the... First thing I want to do is I want to get the circuit board set up running here. So that means I'm going to need to run around the back here. So I need to bring copper ingots and raw quartz in. Now I'm going to do a quick consult on where my copper ingots actually all need to go. So I need copper ingots to go that way and that way. All right, let's bring up the plan. Okay, so looking at the, again, the calculator here. Circuit boards here are going to be producing 23.75 extra. But I am going to be inputting in, I don't remember the number already, I swear to God, I just read it, 37.5, I believe it was. So if I look in here, yeah, 37.5. So we put in that we're going to be feeding into the system 37.5 circuit boards. And again, you can see these are the things that I have bringing up. So I'm bringing up 180 steel ingots, I'm bringing up 265 iron ingots, 84 concrete, copper ingots is more than that, but we can see. So mostly what I want to look at is where those copper ingots are going. So they're going over to the AI limiters. They need to go down to the wire, and I need to have the line. So I need to split those ingots into at least two. So we're going to go to copper sheet, and we're going to go to wire. No, do I have anything? No, I don't have anything on cable. So yeah, that's what I need to do. So I need to break off some copper. Gonna be a little bit, you know, not necessarily spaghetti, but certainly weave in the main factory floor. Okay, let's get back to the factory here. And let's start figuring out how we're gonna bring stuff in. So the first thing, like I said, is gonna be the copper ingot. I'm just gonna probably, what's the easiest way to get through here? What is underneath my fence? So this should be, yep, there we go. So our material is here. Now, the raw quartz is only for the circuit boards because it needs the silica because it's the silica circuit board system. So that one should be pretty easy to bring through. And I think what I'm going to... Wrong button. Well, I think what I'm going to do here is drop it right through... Yeah, that blocks the stairway. Yeah, I'll come over here. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, so let's grab a floor hole. Put that there. Gonna need the copper ingots, so I might as well drop that into place. Grab our lifts. So that's got to go up to there. Now we'll just use the staircase here. So I want to get the height right, so that should line up with there. That should line up with there. And let's throw some belts on this. We've got this little kind of overhead passage. All right, so first one is going to be the copper or the raw quartz. So that is this one here. So I'll just put that in there. Raw quartz, don't forget that's raw quartz. Look at how easy this is going to be. In fact, let's go like this. Take these two bits and pieces out of here. If we drop that there, go right up the ceiling. Like so. I'm going to hit hold. Now you can see it coming out just a little bit further. So if we look at our kind of alignment here, is that going to be a problem for me? No, not really. Still not sure what the copper is going to be a bit of a challenge, but it is what it is. In fact, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn this guy that way. There we go. Okay, so now we can grab our belt and nice and clean that's now feeding up into the factory. Again, I still have to connect power and whatnot, make sure everything is properly feeding up there. It looks really slow because it is slow. It's literally, I could be using Mark 1s here. In fact, let's downgrade this to at least a Mark 2 just so it doesn't look quite as bad. But yeah, it's less than 60, so, you know, it's going to look like it's not feeding quite right. All right, so the copper ingots are coming up right there. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do here, because I do need to do a split on it, is I'm actually going to take these guys out, and I'm going to turn you going that way. That way, in fact, let's take you out of here, because I'm going to grab a splitter first, because I need to split it into, at least at this stage, 2. So I'm going to go like that. Grab our lift, and there we go. Okay, so that gives me copper ingots coming up here. I can then break off that way, but I can now also break off this way. And again, we go up to the ceiling. Bada boom, bada bing. Not a big fan of this, but sometimes this is why I like to use service floors. Let's make sure we're using the Mark IV belt. Sorry, let's try that again. Going to use the Mark IV belt. We're going to make sure we're in straight mode. There we go. See, they're crossing over a little bit. Are they? No, they're parallel. Yeah, that's fine. So there we go. All right, so that's going to bring the copper and the raw quartz. I have no idea, by the way, how I'm getting stuff back to the factory and into the inventory line, but you know what? That's future Roland's problem. Right now, present Roland just needs to find power. Now, there should be a power tap here somewhere. Let's get that closed off. You can see they're feeding upstairs. I think what I'm going to do for power is I'll use the hallway, because this is all powered up. This hallway actually isn't. This needs to be connected. So we'll connect through here. That gets that side of the wall. I'm not going to worry about getting the other... No, actually, you know what? We'll just go like that, and we'll go like that. And that'll get power running through everything. Okay. Now I do need to get power up here. And like I say, I don't have everything hooked up here. You can see these machines don't have any power connections. But look at that. There's one right there. So we'll come up here. Go to there. Go to there. And there we go. Okay, so I got to make sure that that line here is in fact drawing power from there. And there he goes. Up and running. Okay, climb the ladder for me, please. Why is the quartz not flowing? I don't know. We'll find out shortly. Alright, let's continue running some power lines here. Come through here. There, and there. Alright, so that has got my 2 silicas. Oh yeah, I do have to do the last little connection here on the belt. There we go. So that's going to feed the silica in. And these 2 machines should start doing their thing. While we're here, we can start running some power lines. Get me on the belt. And get these guys also connected for power. So we'll find that power line that I left over there, grab it here, run along the wall, that should go to there, and plug you in. There we go. And we take you, we go to that wall, pop over the top here. Where is your power connection? Your power connection is right there. There it is, hiding behind the belt. So we'll put that there, grab you, and run you to there, and there, and there. All right, so that's got these guys now all hooked up. And you can see, there goes the silica is already feeding in. Perfect. Okay, so that's got the silica laid out. We need to run power now upstairs. So if we look up top here, do we have everything powered in? Yep, so we have power connected there. Yeah, you got power. Where's your power connection? So the power is all running along here to there. Yep, there's the power pole, so that looks like to be the master connection. I mean, we could connect at any point along the line here. But that doesn't look like a bad spot. What I need to do is just get it out to this outside corner, but I do, because of the silica, have a connection. So what I'm going to do here is grab that. That's a double wall outlet. We'll put you right there, grab the power line, connect you there. Okay, gonna have to find my way back outside, which is, okay, so that's factory back door. There's the out. Okay, let's find out where I just dropped that line out that I think was right over here. Yep, there it is. And easy, quick hookup. That. What I'm going to do here, to make and keep things clean, I'm going to remove this from here. We're going to replace it with a double wall. And just need to hook these guys back up. Okay, over here. There he is. So we'll get these guys reconnected. And yep, there we go. So now when I come outside, I can just go boopity, boopity. And that should send power to the upper floor. And with, nope, still not flowing. So let's go find out why there's no connection. Power. You don't have power. Why do you guys not have power? You've got belts hooked, or power lines hooked up. Where do those power lines go to? There's one there. There's one there. So right there. Let's get this connected into that. Power line is there. Your power line is there. There we go. Okay, so power. Everyone's got power. Just got to get the copper ingots to flow upstairs. Where are they supposed to be? It's an older blueprint, but it checks out. So yeah, a little kind of having to remember how I've got things plumbed. Okay, so the copper ingots are going to there. So there's a little tiny service floor underneath here. So if we pop our head in here, we can see there's the problem. This belt, for some odd reason, is not connected correctly. So we'll come off it here, connect there. There we go. They can see everything starts moving and grooving. That's where the copper sheet should start flowing down from. So we'll pop again upstairs. Make sure all the copper sheet is getting to where it needs to go. Everyone's gone green. This one is got a little bit of an overclock on it. So, yep. Okay, so copper sheets flowing through. Or there goes the ingots and then the copper sheets. Eventually, will come out through there. It should be going downstairs. So let's just pop back into this crawl space as it is. take care of that. Quite lined up. There's a bit of a weird alignment issue here. Okay, we're going to have to do a little bit of fixing here. What I'm going to do is cheat it. We'll dump that through there. Oop, there we go. Now it's got the copper sheets floating. Flowing. Yeah, that looks a little bit... but we can grab a wall hole and just fake it out a little. Excellent. Okay, so there we go. So that should now mean I'm making circuit boards. A few more copper sheets need to start flowing. But there we go. I am now making lots and lots and lots and lots of circuit boards, and that's a good thing. Okay, so circuit boards are going to have to come out. I'm not going to worry about that yet. I want to get the rest of the stuff flowing. So that takes care of that. Now I'm going to be looking at what else do I need to start building. Okay, so gonna need that's that. Okay, just so you guys can see what I'm looking at here. All right, so I've got my copper ingots coming through. And I'm just going to put an arbitrary number in there just to kind of clear them out. So I'm bringing in copper ingots. Let's just say I'm bringing in 180. It doesn't really matter. Just to make sure, just as long as it's enough to feed the system. It is closer to that value there. But like I said, I just want to get that production in there. Okay. So next thing is let's kind of stay focused on the copper. So I'm going to need to set up for copper sheets, and I'm going to need to set up for cable. I think I can do that both in the same room here. So let's do that, and let's start making the blueprints work for us. All right, so basically this space here is enough for comfortably, easily 6 constructors. I could actually squeeze in 8 constructors in a 4x4 space. In fact, one of the things I didn't bring in was a blueprint with that already set up. But I think I only need the... Oh, sorry. I did it again. I got to stop doing that, man. All right, so I've got this space here. And like I say, I can fit in 6 constructors very comfortably right in here. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. This is a 4x4 space here, like as I just said. Yeah, I can fit in 8 constructors. Not a lot of walking room, but they will fit in here. The nice thing about this is that if I do need to expand the room, all I need to do is expand the room. So I can go to a 4x8. If I want, I can go to 8x8, 8x12, whatever it is that I want to do. And they're all ready to go. They all have their little, lower floors and stuff like that. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy. However, not doing that for this. So we're going to get rid of these guys here. There is enough space in a single room. So I know that. Let's go run upstairs. So this is where I'm going to set up the first line of constructors, and then I'll put a hallway on this side, and we'll go from there and figure out what we need from there. So first thing is I need to get... How do I want to do this? So it's I need 2.5 constructors for the wire. Plus 1.25, so that's 3.75 machines. However, I could use a power crystal. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so again, I don't want to make it super, super crowded in here. Let's see. We're going to put the first line of constructors. So we're going to production. Grab our constructors here. So these guys are pretty much a 1x1 tile. So we want to have a split in the center, so that's the center line there. So we're going to line up on here. And we're going to nudge you over to there. I'm going to put your buddy right beside you. We're going to have you make wire. That'll give me 30 per wire there. We'll have you making wire. Throw in a power crystal. Run you at 150%. And there you go. All right. So then that is going to go into a constructor, which will sit just slightly off. And I'm going to spin you around. So it's going like that. This is going to be cable. Now I need 1.25 worth of machinery, so I need you to run at 125%. There we go. Now the one thing I do need to be careful about here, let me just grab a power pole. And, you know, chicken and egg kind of thing here. We're already, you know, our full capacity is a little bit higher than our current output here, but we're still running below, so I still have, you know, reasonable amount of overhead here, so when I turn these machines on, it shouldn't crash the system. And it should allow me to get enough material so that I can get the rest of the power stations online. Okay. So those are ready to go. Now, after that, I need 2.5 for copper sheets. So we'll grab our constructors here. Get you lined up. There we go. So 1, 2, and I'm not going to do the power crystal on this one. I'm going to actually divide the 2.5 across 3 machines. So it's 0.83. So we'll just do each one at copper sheet, copper sheet, copper sheet, copper sheet. Copper sheet, there it is. So we'll do each of these guys at like 85%, so there's just a tiniest little bit of overhead that shouldn't slow it down. I'm carrying some ingots, so I might as well throw those in there. So we'll come over to here. How many does it actually end up having to be? So I need 25. Actually, here, let's do it this way. 25 divided by 3 is 8.33. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Let's do, not the hard way, let's do it the easy way. Control-C, Control-V, and Control-V. Okay, so that's got these machines figured out. So again, these guys are going to be making wire, which is going to feed into a cable line right here. So we'll, hello? This is weird. I can't select anything. Why can I not select anything on my hotbar? Hello. Okay, I'm going to have to save. I'll save you right there. We're going to have to exit to, not the desktop, we'll have to exit to main menu. Reload. Yeah, it's every once in a while it's a weird bug. You just suddenly your keyboard inputs aren't really registering. It's annoying as heck. But it is what it is. This usually fixes it. Yeah, see, there you go. Now I can hook these guys up. All right, so we're gonna bring these guys in. That means right along here. Yeah, so right in the middle here is I'm just kind of spacing out where I want. Actually, that needs to turn out tight. Stop snapping it. There we go. So if we look at that, so that's where you're. Ooh, yeah, it is going to be tight. Okay, so we're not going to do it that way. Yeah, I guess we're going to have to do it the kind of. Yeah. The way I'm not a big fan of doing these, but what I'm going to have to do is turn you facing that way. Pop you. Turn you facing that. the merger. The reason I don't like kind of just snapping the mergers and whatnot onto the things is that they don't quite line up correctly, and it's very annoying. But it is what it is. Sometimes it is the only real solution. There we go. So that gets me flowing across there. I might have been able to do it a little bit differently, but yeah, you know what? I'm gonna live with it. All right, feeding these guys will be coming out through the back, and I'll be coming up through the bottom of the floor. So that means I want to get these guys connected. I think I can do this a little bit more traditionally. So we'll go one. Actually want mergers. What direction do we want them flowing? That way. That way. And grab another merger down here. Stack of mergers here. Get rid of all of these guys underneath. Get rid of these guys underneath. String of belts. Across, like so. Kind of lines up on that one, but you know, it is what it is. Grab another merger, get it onto the line here. That snaps to there. So I should now boop, and boop, and boop. All right, so those guys are connected. Now for power. It's not a coincidence that I have all these power lines there. Hey, bud. Can you go somewhere else? Thank you. Come again. Nope, come again. All right, so let's grab the staircase hallway. So I'll just do a quick sample here. So I can plug it in right over here. Blueprint snap. Come on, snap in. There we go. And over by one, make sure you're lined up there. Yes, you are. Perfect. So again, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Then if I want to have the cross corridor here, we have a cross corridor somewhere. Where is it? Concrete service cross hall, concrete service cross. This one also has a staircase on it. Just for a single floor. Make sure everyone's lined up. Make sure everyone's lined up. Maybe I don't want to use that one. Let's use... What is this one? Okay, that's just a plain Jane. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's just bring that into place. Boom. Alright, so there we go. So I can go downstairs. We look downstairs. Little support pillar there. And perfect. And we can even rename these guys now. So instead of being named, this is now going to be cable. And let's go cable and copper sheet. Yep, just like that. Control C. And paste it onto that. Then go up the stairs. And then we come around the corner here. Copy. Paste. Accidentally copied. Make sure I hit Control D. You can get all the nice little signages, so I know exactly what room is which. And come on, there we go. All right. Okay, now to feed the machines. Just gonna do the simple little floor hole thing. We'll grab again conveyor floor hole. Get you lined up. Right. How close do I want to make it? Yeah, that should be okay. Yeah, that connects. Excellent. Alright, so we're going to grab our floor holes here. I don't know where I'm going to send you, but you're getting fed from these guys here. I am pretty much just, you know, focusing on each individual stage. And then we got to do the same thing over on this side. So again, we grab our floor hole. Like that, and like that. Grab our lifts, and snappy, and snappy. And power is boom, boom, and boom. We'll have to run the connection, which will be right there. So you can see those guys are now lit up. And then for this one, same thing. And yeah, you can kind of tell by the design here, it is in fact designed for 4 constructors, and that's why these guys are kind of evenly spaced there. But these boys all have power going into them now. Yes, indeed they do. Do they? Did I miss you? I missed you. Did you miss me? There we go. Oh, that's right. I had some copper ingots on me. I have ghosts. Ghosts. All right, let's get downstairs here. We can see this is where the copper needs to feed up into. Probably gonna be the easiest just to run it straight down the kind of middle here. So we'll grab off of this handy dandy little splitter I made here, and we'll just start walking it over. Make sure we're on the lovely new straight, and we'll bring the belt just nice and tight, as close to this kind of the center between these two, which is that line right there. And we just have to kind of come down to here. We'll get some lifts going here. Yeah, I'm overbuilding the speed on the lifts here. Not nearly as many. In fact, you know what? Let's just kick these down to 3. Maybe a little cheaper. I don't know. Steel beam or encased beam. I don't know which one's necessarily the less expensive. I don't like the way that belt's going. What I'm going to do here, let's actually do it a little bit differently here. Is we're going to go like that. Yeah. And then we can snap in our splitter. Grab just a Mark II belt here. Send that across. Send that. Like a son. And there we go. So that has got the copper all dealt with here. So you can see, yep, we're feeding up, and we are making wire. And we are making copper sheet. Yes, we are. Copper sheet. Yes, we are. And copper sheet. Yes, we are. All right, so that is that room. Okay. So again, gonna have to consult the old. Whoops, not that button. We're gonna have to consult the old calculator here. All right, so I got my wire going into cable, so that's all gonna go into the high-speed manufacturers. I should be making 37.5. Let's just double check that. Yep, 37.5. You didn't see that, but I did check it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to my inputs. We're going to add that input. We're going to add copper or cable. And I am feeding in 37.5. That number seems rather familiar, doesn't it? Just to double check. Yep, 37.5, 37.5. Copper sheets. How many were we making on the copper sheets? So it's 8.5 times 2. Again, sorry you can't see that. We'll just keep you looking at the calculator while I do some quick math. 8.5 times 3 will be 11.5. If we look at production, we can see that in the copper sheet, I need 20. Oh, I only need 25. Oh, 8.5 plus 2. What am I doing? 8.5 times 3 times 3. 25. 25 is what I'm actually making, so that's good. So again, I'm going to go to my inputs here. Going to grab copper sheet. And I am producing 25.5. Copper. So I'm producing 25.5. All right, so that cleans up the line. So let's move this down a little bit so we can see. So quick wire, cable. Yeah, so I just need 2 manufacturers now to start getting my high-speed connectors and my circuit boards. So that needs the rubber, the circuit boards, what else are you needing, and quick wire. The high-speed connectors need some circuit boards, quick wire, and that cable. All right. Let's keep a look down though. Next thing I do need to do is I want to think about, and what I like to do is I like to kind of keep, let's bring the game back in. I like to keep kind of the service machines, you know, the ones that are kind of the mid-line machines, things like the constructors and the assemblers and whatnot, down on the lower floors, and then I like to move kind of upward. I think I'm going to actually move laterally here. Actually, maybe I'll put the manufacturing above. And it's just a little bit more difficult coming out of the sub-basement to kind of run through. I have to kind of, there's a little bit more cheating I have to do, and I don't really necessarily want to do that. So I think I'll keep everything on a single floor. But what I can do is I can now close this hallway off. Like so. Grab that little guy right there. And again, just kind of in the corner. And boop, that is. Alright, then we can move around. Okay, so that's got that copper stuff going. I think what I'll do is I'll put the next set of production floors, which is going to be 3 constructors for iron rod, 4 for the iron plate, but I can get that into 3. So again, looking at what I'm planning here. So I need 3 for iron rod, and I need 3.374 for the iron plate. Again, I don't really want to cram 4 machines right up against the wall just because it gets a little harder to move around. So I will use another power crystal here. Do not need a power crystal. In fact, I just need to run it out as straight 3 as maximum. I mean, essentially I need 45 is what I'm going to have set up there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's get that set up. All right, so again, this is the copper. We're going to put the next floor right here. I'll plug up the hallway here and whatnot, but once again, we'll select and get you to snap into place like so. There you go. I'm going to sample this hallway without the staircase. Bring you over like so. I really love the dimensional portal, or the dimensional depot. It makes my life so much easier. There we go. Okay, let's connect power across here. So that wall should have power. Just go like that. And little easy, quick way of testing. Yep, that's getting power. Delete the line. Just want to make sure that all the walls are in fact powered. Yes, they are. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to do basically exactly what we did over there. We're going to do that here. So what, again, I am doing, just before I forget, so this is going to be iron rod and iron plates. like so. Control C. Control V. I'll put the other hallways in. Control V. A little closer. Control V. And let's put hallways in. Okay, so do I want to keep going in that direction? Let me just kind of take a quick flip over to the rail bridge. Because after I get these guys in, I still need, for steel beam and steel pipe, as well as steel screws. So I will need one more of those. And then do I come this way or do I go that way? And I think I'm going to come this way. The reason I'm kind of debating this is because I have a, I have an exterior basically in the blueprints here. So if we look at the building here, I should have concrete stair outer wall. Oh, look at that. I kind of outran the dimensional depot. That's like an outside wall. Like so. Or do I come out a little further? I think that's actually what I'm going to do. Now, I have drained the dimensional depot. It might be time to start thinking about upgrading the upload speeds again. How many Mercer spheres do I have? Yeah, see, I'm down to 16 Mercer spheres. I could actually... Yeah, see, I'm only uploading at 30 per minute right now. Which is a little bit slow. Which one do I want to do? I could do both. Increase the stack as well as... Yeah, let's do that. If I need more Mercer spheres, they're kind of all over the place now, which shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, and yeah, I have also been expanding the dimensional depots, so we're getting a lot more of these guys up and running here. So kind of, you know, some things that don't need to have it, some things definitely do. Yeah, so you've got rotors there. That's, sorry, stators, rotors. This should be frames. That is those. That is screws. I'm going to grab a stack of screws just because I noticed my inventory is getting very, very low in those. Now, I could just go and grab a bunch of sheets, but I think I want to do the upgrades. Yeah, okay. How does he... You know, yeah, he's got to be climbing the stairs. Sneaky little bugger. He's a sneaky, sneaky boy. But at least he's still hanging around the factory. Okay, can't remember how many I'm going to need, so I'll just grab a bunch of stacks here. You can always just throw them back into inventory. That probably give me a crap ton of tickets, I betcha. Speaking of which, distraction! Whew. Lots of coupons! And pretty much almost finished buying the stuff I need to buy. I'm going to grab my Mercer spheres. So we'll go to the alien technology. I'm going to do this one first. There we go. And then we'll do...
Dimensional upload speed increased. All of the kinetic and thermal energy released during matter conversion has now been repurposed to aid with dimensional shifting, allowing several parts to pass through, for free.
The window is beautiful. Have you tried making a door?
I assure you that would be a most unhealthy action for the Pioneer to take.
Those two are so cute. Alright, let's do this one now.
Dimensional expansion increased to 300%. New understanding of matter manipulation technology allows the dimensional storage to deconstruct all matter to the subatomic level, storing its elementary particles until the part is recalled.
You are digging into deeper layers. Shallow matter contains window symphonies and void songs and deep echoes.
It is fascinating what one can find out simply by looking closer.
All right. I actually could do. Do I want to do that? I've got. You know what? I'm here. I am here already. Let's put the Mercer spheres back away. Let's grab these guys. Oh, I don't have computers yet, so no, I'm not going to do it. When I get the computers up and line up and running, then that'll be fine. Okay, so what has that done now for my inventory? We are definitely loading faster now, which is good. I'm going to grab a stack of plates here. And yeah, you can see that we've definitely increased the amounts. Perfect. Okay, back to the factory. Not an easy way of getting through here. Kind of have to do a little bit of a through there, through here, through there, and there we go. And I'll just do a hop, skip, and jump. I could also put a factory floor here, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna wall this stuff off. But grab our, just stand over here temporarily. Back into the blueprints here. Concrete stair, outer wall. Can you go snap over there and not onto the train bridge? Thank you. Spin you around. I have to nudge you over just a smidgy. So the one tool. There we go. And more multicolored delight, right? No, that is perfect. It is already in the correct color. Yay! There is a staircase going up and down there. Got an interior staircase as well as an exterior staircase. So I just need one of these guys for service cross. And there we go. Down. Yeah, we are down. Like I say, I still will have to pop some quick walls and stuff in here, but that's not a big deal. I think I used to have a service cross door. What have I got for concrete outer wall shorts? Oh, that's nothing. It's actually a blueprint I was making, but never did get to finishing. Concrete outer wall. What do you look like? Oh yeah, see, there you go. That is just a straight outer wall, which will snap. Actually, on the top here, that will actually snap on one of the outside ones. So one gives me a hallway going through, the other one does not. All right, let's get some more enclosure going. Sure you're snapping. And there we go. Grab one of the normal ones. Service hall. Yes. Without the staircase. I've got enough stairs right there, so I don't need to put a staircase right here. Alright. Let's do the names. If I don't do this now, I will forget. There's something wrong with this. No, that's not the right hallway. Correct hallway. Street interior home. Yeah, I don't quite remember that. It's, you know, it's been almost a couple of years. Yeah, actually, a year since I built these or used them last. When news of Release 1 came out in the spring of 24, I kind of actually stopped working on my Update 8 factory. Just because it was at the grindy nuclear section, I figured, you know what, I'm going to end up doing a restart anyway. So I actually kind of stopped playing. Oh, stopped playing for a little bit to kind of in anticipation. So I actually haven't used these blueprints in, like I say, almost a year. So I do have to kind of remind myself what their naming is, really, is what it boils down to. Okay, let's get power connected to the corners. Like so. And a little bit of redundancy, so it's complete loop there. And we can start bringing in the rest of our stuff. So this again is going to be iron rod and iron plate. So iron rod, I need 3 of those. So we'll do the exact kind of setup as we did in the other side here. Construction, constructor, and we'll get you lined up like so. Snap you like so, and you like so. You're going to be making iron rod. Rod. Yeah, I know I could just copy paste, but too late. Okay, so you guys are going to be doing your iron rods. Then I need 3.374. So we'll use one of these. So again, we'll just nudge you into place. Snap you there, snap you there, and then you copy and paste. See, sometimes it is a little easier just to stick your face into the actual interface here. Again, throw a power crystal on top, and I've got lots more of these power crystals lying around. I just haven't collected them out of the machines yet. All right, so you need to be running at 100 and let's say 38%. Okay, so that is 67.6, and I need 67.48. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, let's get some power connections. You're going to get powered there. You're going to get powered there. You're going to get powered there. And another reason why you wanted to get the hallways in right away, because you're going to get powered there. You're going to get powered there. And you're going to get powered there. Alright, so now I have to bring the irony ingotsies over.
Hey, look, we can walk outside.
Actually, before I do that, I should probably get everything kind of ready over here. So we're going to need our floor holes. One there, and go around the other side and do the same thing. Like so. Sorry, I had a clear throat. Need to hear all my gross little mouth sounds. Thank you. Okay, you don't want little gross mouth sounds. Yeah, still, you know, fighting the last of those effects from that stupid bug that we caught, the family caught last month. Little vestigial effects are still kind of hanging in there. Okay, so that's where I gotta bring those iron over to. So the iron ingots are right there. So use that. Take you out, and we're gonna go up by basically like that. Put you guys right over the top here. I'm gonna need one of these. Kind of direct traffic. I think I'm gonna run you right down here. I'll have you turn the corner. Right about there. That should give me. I love the new conveyor. It's great. Yeah, speaking of which, I don't know if you guys saw the new trailer for 1.1. Scuttlebutt has it that we should be seeing that in April. Looks like they have new splining systems set up for belts and for railway tracks, and that's really kind of cool. I'm kind of looking forward to that. You know what? I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I actually don't want to do that. I want to get these guys up and out of the way as soon as possible. So what I'm going to do here is run you out. How far out do I need to come? I need to get clear of that belt. So we're going to go like that. So that'll give me there to there. I can then grab one of these guys. It's a, kind of clipping into the ceiling a little bit. But if I grab a ceiling mount, and I make sure I'm sufficiently far away like that, I should be able to get you to snap there. Alright, good. Excellent. Don't really need that one there anymore, so we can just kind of do it all natural. Like so. And now you should snap it. So. And there comes my ingies. Alright, let's carry this on. So we'll come around the corner again. Like there. This time I can go right down the middle, which I will. To, where is the center line? That's the center line. So there. We get some conveyor list happening. Turn around, thank you. And you. And then we can grab our splitter. And control snap you guys in place. Don't need the tail end sticking out anymore, because that will be all of my ingots are going up into there, and we can blow some ingots. Right. So. Alright, and I can hear upstairs things are coming to life. Like that. Alright, with that, I am going to take a quick break to deal with some issues. Namely, and refill my coffee cup, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Hello, and we're back. All right. Yes, we are back, and we are continuing on. Okay, so that is taking care of the updates here. So let's adjust our inputs here. So that is the iron rod. So we're going to say we're doing 45 iron rod now. We're going to go to my items inputs here. And I kind of like doing this just so I know, kind of eliminating whatever might be coming down the line here. Okay, so we're doing 45 iron rods, which reduces the iron plates. So iron plate, I'm going to do a quick math here. 27.6, 47.6, 67.6, which is more than enough. So we go iron plate. Iron plate. And I am producing 67.6 of those, which is now clean that up. All right, perfect. So you can see that I've actually now managed to kind of break these guys into two completely separate production lines, which is great. So here is the Caterium computer. So I'll be using the recipe for Caterium computers. Gonna got the high-speed connectors here and my AI limiters. So that is one complete line. 3 machines. I should be able to fit all of that in one room. Still need to deal with these guys here. So we have steel beams. So that's 3 constructors here with a single assembler over here. Oh no, that's 3, 2, let's say 2. Yeah, we're going to go 2 plus 1, 2 of them, but one of them is going to be running at 125% just again for space. So I should be able to get these guys into a single room, feeding off of this steel ingot. So let's get that set up. As far as outputs go, I'm going to worry about that. That's actually what these wall holes out there, I finally found, you know, every once in a while you can find a use for them. And that allowed me to kind of quick and easily transfer stuff through. All right, so there's the railroad track. While I kind of think about... Oh, let's get back into the game here. All right, so I'm just kind of distracting myself for just a moment here. These are kind of things that, as I see them, I fix them. Okay, so I'm going to bring the steel in. I think what I'm going to do is come right back through here. Yeah, so let's kind of need to get rid of this tree here. Is that a cluster? Yeah, it is a cluster.
Bye, Mr.
Alright, so we're going to snap another one of these here rooms over. It gets tied together. Would it makes more sense to have? Well, see, the iron rod goes that way. Iron plate. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we're going to go this way with our steel products. Come on. Snap over there. Okay, what I'm going to have to do first is put in a service hallway. Like that. And that way I can stand at this door here. And I'm just going to do a quick... Whoop. So I can stand... Where are you snapping to? And why? You're being weird about it. What? Why are you being weird? Come on. There we go. Hold there. Don't move. There we go. Perfect. Hide the detonator. Okay, so this is going to now house 2 constructors for steel beams. And 2 assemblers for reinforced iron plates. Okay. So, let's get our constructors in. So we're going to need 3 of these again, and an all too familiar pattern begins to emerge. That one there. Flip. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do it this way. I'm actually going to flip these 2 around. So again, we'll get you lined up into your little respective location. Double check, make sure that is where I in fact do want you. No, so it needs to go like that. Perfect. Wrong direction, but you know what? We'll flip him around first. Then we'll put you there. Flip you around. There we go. So you're going to be making steel beams. You're going to be making steel beams. Going to be a tiniest little usage of a... Yeah, it needs to be like 105. Tiniest little usage here of a power crystal. Oh, it doesn't quite seem worthwhile, but, you know, it's not going to really kill me on the power at least. So that means I'm making 30.75... which is what I need, because I do have to send some stuff off to encased industrial beams, which is going to be 2 assemblers, so that'll be its own little room here. Oh, I do have to split them. Actually, just thinking here how I want to move these guys around. So I either need to send some of the screws, build the screws basically, which all are going over to reinforced iron plate. However, the majority of these steel beams are going to encased industrial beams. And how convenient is it going to be for me to split those 2? I do have this room here. The iron is right there. Yeah, okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to do this. Okay, so let's get the floor hole here. So that's where the steel ingots come up. Yes, we don't quite line up. You guys are lining up a little bit weird. But that's okay, actually. Not a big fan of, again, snapping things. How about I just point you that way? No, actually, that'll work. If I point you that way, bring your lift up, line you up like that, feed that built over like that, grab a merger, that should be lining up there. Is it? No, it's lining up with the wall. Of course it is. So we'll grab our merger again. Just don't have to do it like this. Hopefully, that's sufficiently lined up. Yeah, see, that's unfortunate. What if I just bring you up? Okay, let's do it. This is almost kind of the logistics challenge here when you got to move stuff around. Because I'm going to need to merge these guys in. And I do have to leave room for at least well, no matter which way, whether I go with the encased beams or the reinforced iron plates, to assemblies, which are going to, you know, take up a good chunk of my real estate here. So I don't really have a ton of room to work with on these guys. Basically, yeah. So I need some of the steel beams to go there. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Oh, you know what? I'm going to be sneaky. No. Will that work? I don't know if this will work. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the wall hole here. I need a little bit, so... Yeah, it's just a little bit too awkward having these guys face this way. Yeah, I need the space. Okay, I'm gonna have to change this up here. All of this. So get rid of that. Get rid of that. Grab our constructors again. Yeah, just don't really have the space to go that way. Have to go here and here. Then I'll throw the screw constructor. Yeah, I guess I'll just level up. Okay, so steel beam, and you need to be at 105%. So I'm going to put in the crystal, 105. Yeah, sure, okay. Alright, now I can do a nice cleaner setup here. In fact, what I'll do here is we'll put a dummy one. So get rid of that. We'll take our belt, and did I not put me in the right direction? No, I didn't. Reverse here. Cross like that. Yeah, okay. Then I can grab a merger to there. Flip it over to a regular old splitter to there. And yeah, that'll work if I get the heights right. Build the thing, take the thing down. Build the thing, take the thing down. Build a thing, take the thing down. How high do you actually want to be? You want to be that high? Yes. Facing. Ooh, actually. You know what? No, it's not. Again, is that the right height? Yes, that is the correct height. To there. Just to kind of keep things tucked out of the way. Okay. Okay. Hopefully this will work this time. And we'll grab the merger, except the merger doesn't want to line up because of the weird placing here, so I'll have to temper those in. It'd be nice if they merge the other direction like this as well. They just don't actually click together. Oops, you're supposed to be one merger. Gosh darn it. Now you're merging. Yeah, so we got it going through that way. Then I can grab a splitter. Grab a splitter onto the line. That'll snap into place. That'll go into there. That'll feed into there. Now I can get rid of both of these tails here. And send my belts over there. Okay, so that's going to be the rest of the steel beams, which are going to head over to the encased industrial beams, as well as... Yeah, I still have to do modular frames. So things I've got left to do is 3 reinforced iron plate, 2 of the encased industrial beams, 1 manufacturer for the heavy industrial beams, and a bunch for that. And that's just the steel iron line. That's all to get my heavy modular frames of 2.812. Ooh. So these are going to be steel screws, which is the best recipe ever. I only need you running at 52%, because I only need like 134 something, so we'll just do 135 straight. Yeah. So it's 134.976 per minute that I need to go into the reinforced iron plate of this. So we'll just set it up at 135 per minute. And make sure you guys are still set up for steel beam. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay. Oy, okay. Logistics. Honestly, this is the fun part. Figuring this kind of stuff out. At least for me, it is. It's not building fancy factories. It is literally just how do I move these parts over to there? How do I get enough parts to make the thing I want to make? And try to keep it in a semi-orderly fashion. That's the part of the game that I get the most out of. Alright, so where's all my concrete going to? All the concrete that I'm bringing over is going to the same place as the steel beams are. Which kind of helps me on the decision of what exactly to do in the other half of that room. And I think I'm sending the steel beam out. So it is going to be the iron plate. So it is, yeah. Okay. So we're going to bring the concrete over. I need to bring steel ingots over. So these guys are going to run together. They have to get back here. So to keep from mixing and messing up other lines, that actually will work for me. Yeah, okay. We're going to do... Here. Okay, so we're going to go... One of these... Hills that I have going here. So I can grab a lift. Now I'm going to have to hook a belt up. That's fine. Just a nice little temporary setup here. Might as well actually start turning the corner. Yep, so center, and that'll give me the corner there. Forward to there. So when I grab and run the belts, and I think I can get away with... Yeah, so the concrete does get split off a little bit. So that's there. So this is going to work. Okay, I think this is going to do it for me. So that's how many beams am I moving? Or steel ingots? Not enough for a Mark 3, but a Mark 2, but a Mark 3. That's fine. Okay, so now I can grab my lift. That. Alright, good. get underneath this stuff. So we'll continue on. So again, we need to run these guys parallel. I am going to have a point where the concrete and the ingots do kind of deviate. Run right down through here. So the easiest way to kind of get through here without messing anything up. Yeah, I want to keep you guys off to the side. Okay. So I'm going to put one there. There. Concrete. To there. Grab our steel beam. To there. Have a clear path. I do have a clear path. I could do this differently. I could stack these guys up. Keep it nice and neat. Keep it nice and tight. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, let's do this instead. Let's do something a little bit different here. We don't need these two. So what I'm going to do here is I can run you all the way up to the steam. Use a Mark III, because now I can go to there. Oh, no, that's what the problem was, is I couldn't get through there. Nope, nope, I do it again. Got a little bit over my skis there. And yeah, still have to make this corner here at parallel. Fortunately. Just because I got to underneath the copper ingots there. Once I'm through the copper ingots, then I can kind of fix things up a little bit different. So we're going to have to come through, and let's say, to right here. Yep. This should do it. So come through here. Again, I have to kind of force a minor height change. Keep it compressed. That's fine. Over to there. And then I can grab a lift that goes like that. There we go. That's got it nice and clean. Perfect. Okay, good. So now we can start moving the concrete and those steel somewhere else. I'm going to challenge the straight mode here. Help metal navigate around these corners here. It will, but yeah, I'm going to have to keep it a little tighter. Go to here like that. Come across here. Love the new straight. I love my 90 degrees. And I can go through there. Yeah. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Almost. Just use a Mark III felt, so that should just then be able to connect to there, which I can then connect to there. I can then grab a splitter, and again, it doesn't want to find the snap line, so I have to drop a temporary lift, so I can do that. Why did I feel like it shifted? That. Get rid of this. Grab this. And look at that. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Almost. All right, so the concrete is going to be carrying on somewhere else. So where do I need my concrete? I need my concrete to go to the encased industrial beams, which is not going to be here. And to the, I'm using the alternate heavy encased frame, which gives me a little bit more. So if we look at our recipes here, so we go heavy modular frame. Oh, nope, that's a sort of blueprint I was working on. That's the one, Bill. So I've got two choices. I can either do 2 per minute, which is steel pipe and whatnot. I'm actually utilizing this recipe here, which is the encased beams, modular frames, steel pipe, which I'll still have to run some... Oh, steel pipe. Oh, that needs 2. So that's going to go up there. So that, okay, all right. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more splitting on my steel, which is not a big deal. So I need 2 steel pipe setups for that, and then it's going to run concrete. And it just gives me a little few more. So, geez, I'm glad I checked that. So iron rod, iron plate. I haven't made any signs yet, so that's kind of a good thing. So yeah, I need to make some steel pipe over on this side, which is going to be constructors. So let's do that right away. That. Come up there. Yeah, it's not really that much of a big of a deal. Just gotta grab my floor hole. Might as well grab this outside wall. That's all right, anyway. So we'll keep putting in an outside wall, and as well connect the walkways here. So, there we go. Got some outside walls happening. Perfect. Okay, so run back down. And all I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go like that. And grab the line. And come past. And you don't quite... You're not going in the right direction, are you? No, you're not. You need to go like that. Alright, let's grab the belt, because we can flip you guys all the way over to there. Grab our splitters. Conveyor belt turns too sharply. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. We'll just extend you out a little bit more. Just say there. So that means there. Now let's see if you got any complaints. No complaints this time? Oh, that's good. And we replace this, and we replace this one with those. Okay, so steel beams will now flow all the way through. And these are going to be steel pipe. Now, how many steel pipes do I need? I need 1.687. So, 1.687 divided by 2, that means each machine... Nope, 1.687. Typing is fundamental. So 85% each machine. So we'll set this guy up with our steel pipe. You can run at 85%. And then copy, and paste. Oh no. No, I didn't align it correctly. that's good. Darn it. Yeah. Are you lined up? Easy fix. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Just have to pull this guy out. Again, put the lift in. Grab this. Split it up. Remove this and replace this. There we go. Okay. Much better. Alright, let's get the signage up. So this is now steel, beam, steel, screw. I guess punctuation would be all in order. Steel beam, steel screw, and then finally steel pipe. Oh, hit the enter. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Control C. Control V. Control. Come on. Control V. Control V. Come on, paste. Ah, shoot. I hit the wrong button again. Have to recopy. Recopy. Thank you. Thank you. I guess I should put a hallway over here. Come on. There we go. Alright, for a hallway over here, you know what, just for something shits and giggles. Concrete service hall? No. Concrete service floor? No. What am I looking for? I'm looking for service cross. Let's use the stairwell variant here. This just then gives me access up and down, nice and easy. Because then I can just use this hallway right there. See how you're all lined up? You're nice and lined up there. How about here? Looks like you're all upstairs. Yeah, look at that. Bada boom, bada bing. Perfect. Let's grab this guy and put him down here. And yeah. Actually, no, that's redundant. There's a staircase there. Let's just use the standard service cross. And nudge him into place. There we go. Alright, and finish the signs. Come on. Paste. Thank you. Alright, let's get some power lines running here. That needs to go to there, there, go to there. You need to go across there. You can hook up in the corner here. Hook up in the corner there. And I didn't know if you're getting an idea of why exactly I like using blueprints. Because, again, very quick and easy to get entire floors into place. I don't have to think about building design. I don't really care about building design. I care if it looks neat and orderly. But what I care about is just getting the product done. I don't play for the big mega factories and stuff like that. I very much prefer just kind of keeping everything nice and neat and tidy, and just, you know, do these up. Some other buildings, you know, maybe I'll make custom buildings and whatnot. But when I kind of got these kind of big sprawling setups with multi-level stuff that's going on. Oh, hey, I just noticed. Hi, Burning Earth. Thought the game was all exterior structures. Glad you're feeling better. Ooh, nice. Reminds me a lot of my days at Amazon. There's a lot of boxes and yellow totes. Sorry, man, I missed all of your freaking messages here. I gotta pay attention to that. There's always some satisfaction in getting things organized to build a foundation for it. And yeah, I would say it's more rewarding than building it, huh? What was that flying manta creature in the background? That is exactly it, the flying manta. He's an annoying little bugger. How steel beams would taste in practice? Probably not palatable. More power! R! Yes! Good to have you here. Good morning. Thank you for joining me, buddy. Always nice to have some company here. I'm just sorry I missed all your chats. That I feel like a heel. So awesome that you're here watching, and yeah, cool. Good to see you. All right, here we go. What are we doing next? That has got all of the steel pipe, steel screw, and my steel beam. So now I still need to make the reinforced iron plate, which I was hoping to do in this one, but that kind of didn't make it. So what I'm going to do here... Yeah, okay, so what I'm going to do here is on this side here... I'm going to put another service floor in. So grab the concrete service floor. Yeah, it's just easier to get when you have two hallways crossing each other. So grab... Yeah. Grab this hallway here. Make sure you're snapping into place correctly. Yes, you are. And we can grab the service floor. Try and sneak you in here. Like so. Get out of the way so it can get built. Are you lined up there? Yes. Are you lined up here? Yes. Okay. Pop you into place. Like that. Alright. That means I'm just going to do 3 assemblers in this room here then. So I'll grab, because I need 2.25, but, you know, I'm going to take a little bit of kindness to my power. How is my power? Let's get some wires in here first. Doing on power. Yeah, still got some good overhead, so not a critical issue yet. Let's again grab this outside hallway and flip you around. There we go. Bring you in. There we go. Neighborhood in the 70s and 80s where all the houses were. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Yes. Sorry about that. I had to take a drink and I have a little cough. Throat still gets a bit scratchy, but yeah, we're definitely doing better now. All right, let's get another hallway in here. And pull you in. There we go. And so I don't forget, let's get these corners connected so the power's always flowing. All power. Okay, so this is now going to be my reinforced iron plate. Yeah. Okay, so. Where are the iron rods? The iron rods are way over there. There. Sorry, because after the reinforced iron plate, which is iron plate and screws, then I need modular frames. I'm going to need 4 assemblers for that. That makes it a much tighter squeeze over here, but it should be okay. do still need my encased beams. Okay, so looks like 2 more sections should finish off my heavy modular frames. So we'll start with the reinforced iron plate right here. So we're going to need, like I say, 3 assemblers. So we'll go into production here, grab our 3 assemblers. We'll start off in the center of the room here. For alignment, you know, why you make yourself fit into tight little spaces when you don't have to. Yeah, again, I can only really fit 3 in here. So that's, do I want to go that way or do I want to go this way? Where are my screws coming from? Yeah, I'm going to go this way instead. So we're going to flip these guys around. That's going to snap into place. Power lines will go to there, to there, and then you can just take that little fella right there. See why these guys aren't getting any power? Probably because I need to connect in this corner here. No. Oh no, they're showing because I haven't picked or selected a recipe yet. So first things first. 2.25 divided by 3 is 75% each machine is going to operate at. So we're going to go, which recipe am I using? Reinforced iron plate. I'm using bolted though. Am I? No, I'm just using a reinforced iron plate. Yeah, 5 per minute. Yeah, that's correct. Run you at 75%. Sounds like a silly question, but how much more do you have to build until you can call this factory complete, or is there no limiter set objective? Well, the build, there is an end goal, and that is all kind of with the space elevator. So let's just kind of take a quick look at the space elevator here. So if you look in the upper right-hand corner, you can see that there are objectives, which is phase 3. That I'm working on, and that of course is to build whatever the hell that is up there, giant food court, whatever, all kind of this big massive terraforming project. There is kind of like a bit of a storyline here. That's what we're doing, is that we're using the exploits of the resources here to send up to there, and then once that station's done, there's, you know, some sort of massive terraforming project because the Earth is in danger. So once I get past that, so all I'm really trying to do, I can unlock my Blueprints Mark II once, I'm looking forward to that, is that I have to finish these 3 phases. So at this phase here, now it used to be 8 phases, like tiers, so 7 and 8. So I fill in those, now we fill in those, and each one of those gives me new things. So once I finish phase 3, that unlocks aluminum production, and some other kind of new recipes and whatnot. And I honestly, they've changed all of this, so I don't really remember what they're doing. But once I've sent the last of this stuff up here, all I need to do is build the specialized machineries that get fed into here. I upload them, and then I'm mission complete, and then I can get my golden mug, which becomes available in the Fix It Awesome shop here. And that is basically complete. That is where you're all done. Now, as far as the factories go, this is a small factory to what I'm going to need. Once I start getting past this phase 3 here, I'm going to need a lot more stuff. So that's where the rail system really starts coming into play. I'm going to have to start setting up a lot of factories, like over in the over in this distance here. There's a bunch of copper deposits, which pretty much I will use every bit of, just to create enough copper products and enough copper stuff to feed into the literally hundreds per minute of various different levels. So it's not only is there is an end game, but it seriously ramps up. Like this is 3 machines here, 2 machines there, 4 machines there. We're talking about production lines of like 16, 24, 80, of a single thing. So yeah, it seriously ramps up once you start getting into much higher production values. So yeah, there is an end goal, but at some point in time, pretty much every kind of general area will have some factory going, and that's kind of what I have to decide once I get past this phase 3. Is do I do, like, so for example, one of the products I'm going to have to start making is things like turbo motors. Do I just do everything contained in one building, or do I just do, exploit just all iron here? And yeah, so there's going to be some other logistics decisions that have to be made, but that is kind of the point of the game, right? So yeah, all right, that's got everybody set up for that. Yeah. All right, so how do I get the stuff into here? Well, that's where the upper floor comes into play. So if we find a staircase going up, I'm actually going to replace this hallway here with one of these halls. Like so, because I want that staircase here. Actually, let's flip that around. Like that. Of course, it cut power. So I'll have to reconnect some power. So yeah, you're connected, but okay, you need to be connected now. There we go. No? Why no? Why no power? No, there is power. Why are you not turned on? Because you're plugged into... Oh, I disconnected you, that's why.
I'm the silly boy.
There we go. All right. So once I can get up with that service car, yeah, it's a game. Hello. Is that Bob? Who are you? Is this gonna be Steve? Oh, nope. Yeah, he's not tamed yet. So okay, let's tame this guy. There's a berry for you, buddy. Yeah, good buddy. All right. Well, I guess we got another one, so we'll call him Steve. So we got Bob and Steve. Well, let's take Steve here. Come on, fella. Let's get you... oh, good Lord, how do I get... Oh, get over there. Come on. That's a fella. One of the problems... Oh, hey, look, more berries. One of the issues, of course, when you're dealing with these guys is they don't walk as fast as you. Can I get down there? No. Can we go down here? Come on, Steve. Keep up, buddy. Can you get up here? Come on. You can do it. There you go. At least we'll get you joined up with Bob anyway. Yeah, that's a fella. Alright, keep coming. Good boy. Come on. There's my fella. There's a good boy. Stop licking your eyeball, that's gross. Come on. Come on, little buddy. Come with me. Come on. There you go. Yeah, I think that's how they keep escaping, is that staircase that I have in that room. Come on. Hey, come on. Really? Jump up on the railing, are you? Come out through here. There's a good boy. Go through here. I lost Steve. Come on, Steve. for you. Come on. There you go. Now, where was the last Bob sighting? Well, I might as well take him up to the main floor here and see if I can't get him in his pen. Come on. Come on up. Come on. Nope. Come over this way. Come this way. Now get him into the path. Okay, the fact that we contain some of the space from this just makes me... Come on, these guys are just adorable here. And you can ride that flying manta. If you get on his back, you can take a tour with him. So not everything wants to eat you. Just most of it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Steve. There you go. Almost there, buddy. I'm gonna take that staircase out and see if that keeps him contained, and then eventually I'll get Bob in here. Come on. There you go, Steve. Good boy. All right. Let's see how long he stays in place. But I'm finished with that distraction. Oh, are you kidding me? What are you doing up here? And how? Okay, you got one chance to run away. Well, sorry, bud. I don't like you standing in my factory. Now, these guys don't really do anything besides get in your way, but they get in your way. There you go. Did I kill you? I can't tell. I think he's dead. Yeah, he's done. You didn't see that. Peter didn't see that. Nothing happened. All right, where was I? Not falling out of a floor. That's where I was. Okay, so back up the stairs. We were going this way. So these are going to be the reinforced iron plate. So let's get some naming. So reinforced iron plates. Hit the enter there. Yeah, nothing happened. There was nothing going on. And there. I'll put a corner piece in there. Put that. Come on, paste. I think my keyboard needs a good cleaning. The V seems to be resisting. Resistance is futile. Come on. There you go. Alright, let's grab our cross hallway. Just so I don't have to keep jumping the span there. There we go. And nudge you into place. There we go. So now I can actually walk through. Okay, so I need to feed my iron plate and my screw into there. Well, this is where the service hallway or crawl space areas come into place. So my iron plate is here. Who is my iron plate? You are iron plate. You are iron plate. And you are iron plate. All of you fellas need to go into the same direction. So we'll do this. We'll go up the appropriate height. We'll grab our belts. We'll snap you into there. And then we'll... Actually, I should be able to... Splitter should register. No, it's not. It's not registering properly. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll have to do the cheaty. Bring you up to there. And snap. Merger, please. Thank you. We need a merger. We need a merger. guys here. And there. Yeah, and to kind of, again, give you an idea of what the logistics is involved, is that all of this, just quickly go into the planner here, is strictly to build, and these are more or less basic. These are kind of lower tier. Not a lot of stuff, like 3.75 high-speed connectors, 2.8 heavy modulars, 5 AI limiters, 2.5 computers. The circuit boards, just because I've got a factory, you know, a prefab building that does the factories. But literally all of this is to build less than a dozen, maybe, well, excluding the circuit boards, less than a dozen items. These things are, if we go back into the main game here, these guys here are a hell of a lot more complex. So I am going to have to deal with this. I think I can get enough by siphoning from here, but the next tier after this, it's going to be nothing but these kind of big-ass factories. So it is a little bit more involved. Okay, so now I've got my plate. Whoops. Going up into this hallway here. That literally needs to run from here to the other side. So we'll grab our belts. And I just kind of like to get things off the floor a little bit. In fact, I'm going to use a lift here. And we go this way. Like that. Come across here to there. Where do you need to join up? Your inputs are on this side here, so we're going to go straight across there. Which one? That should be, yeah, the center one here. So eventually, it's going to go that direction, so we need to bring that belt through here, to there, like so, and like so. Okay, so that's going to get the iron plate going down that way. This steel screw, whoops, there is a hole in this plate. Let's just fill that in. Now with an inverted lamp, but with just a nice little 1 meter foundation. 1 meter foundation. Oop, oop. There we go. 1 meter foundation just so it doesn't keep falling down. Okay, so the screws. I don't know where I haven't decided where I'm going to send the beams just yet. But the screws, I can. Yeah, okay. Drop down a floor here. So the screws, instead of going that way, what I can do. How low can I make that? Not quite low enough. So again, I'm going to do a little cheaty cheat. Grab these here. It's probably very confusing how my brain works. It confuses me. Yeah. That's going to go to there. I should be able to then take a lift. One more up. That. Come up here, so I need. It's going to kind of hit the stairwell. Don't really want it to hit the stairwell. Kind of want to come in through over here. So it screws through here. So we'll come up through here. Okay, yeah. So slight change of plan here. So just to kind of make sure I also can walk my way through here, I'm going to go like that. I'll bring the screws through here. I'll point you in that direction. Yeah, I might as well just use that, the fast belt. That can go there. build a thing, remove a thing, build a thing, remove a thing, build a thing, move a thing, remove it, build it, remove it, rinse and repeat. Yeah, there's a bit of a hole in the ceiling. Okay, that means the screws are going to come through there. So instead of going all the way over to here, then we can grab this, and that should be lining up right about there. Is that too close? No, that should be fine. If I thank you. Not lined up. Build a thing, remove a thing. Build a thing, remove a thing. Rinse and repeat. Nope, still managed to screw that up. I will get this at some point. Dang. You there. That's going to work perfectly. So now when I take my lift, there we go. Now it snaps into place. Excellent. And then as far as the screws coming out of here, that needs to go up to that height. Because now we can get really sneaky with it and run them through there. And off go the screws. Okay. Now we're going to have to drop things, so because they're going to have to cross each other. This is one of the things with assemblers. But that is... Ooh. Damn it! Just when you think you got it all worked out, you realize, nope. Poopies. Remember how I said build a thing, take a thing, remove a thing? A little bit of shifty shift. I need to move this line over by 1. So we need to run this belt over to here. I just went up the short stairs, but I just went up the short stairs for some odd reason. I can then take... Oh, I didn't actually do it that way. I just moved the screws. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do here. It'll be all weird. Okay. Come down here a little bit. Sit easy. Instead, oh, I can go straight across the hallway there too. Yeah, okay. Let's do it this way. Let's do it a little bit differently. Because now, they're not quite together. Oh, actually, they did. Yeah, look at that. So that feeds through there. Still can walk through. Okay. Now I do have enough room for the iron. I think I needed to move the iron after all, but I moved it anyway. Perfect. Okay. So now we go up to there for iron. We go up to there for iron. Up to there for iron. Get that out of here. And we point you in the other direction for your screws. That. And like that. And now I can grab my splitters, and I should be able to get them aligned. Snap. Snap. Try to stick the landing there a little bit. Okay, so yeah, so you're not snapping, which is a bit disappointing, but I'm getting my guidelines. And you snap? Yeah, you snap. What about okay? Excellent. Across, screws across, and screws across. We don't need that. In fact, screws aren't going anywhere else. So just to keep things nice and neat, we're going to go like that. Yeah, okay. And then we can snap our steel plate. That. Same thing over here. That into there. Like so. And one reinforced iron plate production line comes to life. Yay! And there was much rejoicing. Okay, so that means I am now producing. How many I'm producing? 3.75 times 3. 3.75 times 3. 11.25. So if we go back into our planner, I forgot what the number was, so I'm going to leave that up there. Sorry, I just went back and got there. So now I go to my inputs. And again, I just like to kind of, as I get things online, I like to eliminate them because otherwise it becomes visual noise and it's a lot harder to kind of keep track of where things are. So I'm making 11.25. Come on. Stop that. 11.25. And if we look at how that's changed our production, we're much cleaner. Need to increase. Okay, so I need yeah. So the steel beam, just where you can't see it because I'm gonna be sneaky this way. So overall steel beam, I am making 45 points. 15. 30.75 in total. 30.75 steel beams. So I need to put that in here. Honestly, you want to think I've never played EVE Online. Convoluted would be the word I would use. Not the way I build. Sophistication is definitely not the way I build. There are definitely guys out there who build in that more sophisticated manner. I build as convoluted. I don't like building mega factories. One, mostly because my PC could usually never handle the load. So I build just the minimal amounts of what exactly is needed. But yeah, it becomes an incredibly convoluted. I mean, as you can see in the planner here, just how kind of all over the place it might be. So steel beams, I am now making 30.75. So that means I am now making enough steel beams. Okay. Steel pipe is these guys. So that's 17 and 17. So that's 34 of these. So we go steel pipe and 34. Oh, come on. Sometimes the website has a weird laggy thing going on. There we go. Okay. 34 of those. And what that does now to the production line is now I just need these guys here and to output my final thing. So reinforced iron plates being made, the iron rods are being made, concrete is already coming up. The steel pipe has got its own thing, and the steel beam. All right. So now I need to get the modular frames running. That's going to be 3.75 machines, so I am going to overclock them. It needs my iron, the reinforced iron plate, which is here. Where's my reinforced iron plate? That's the wrong signage. What did I do? Oops. I copied the wrong signs. Okay, so let's try copy that again. So that's reinforced. Didn't even notice what I was doing. Reinforced. 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 There we go. Yeah, one of the things that they added was the copy and pasting of these. It used to be you had to literally fill each sign out individually. So being able to copy and paste really makes that light. Okay, so the next thing I want to build is the modular frames, which is going to be from here. And my iron rod way down here. So how am I going to move the iron rod? Well, what we're going to do here is we're going to send it all into here, I think. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to need a staircase down somewhere. There we go. So we're going to fill this in now with a service floor. So again, I can do a quick sample of that one. This way. Now the one thing is with this kind of blueprint setup that I use here, it is very easy to get lost. At some point, I usually start putting extra signages in to tell me which way is north, south, west, and how to get the hell out of here because, yeah, I mean, if you're playing any kind of first-person shooter game and you need a level design, this will certainly confuse the crap out of you. So there is, some drawbacks to having blueprints, namely in, everything looks the same. But it is still so much more convenient. That is not in the right place. So we'll do a quick sample in here. And just make sure you are actually in the right place. Yeah, you are. This looked weird that first time. Oh, sorry. I keep doing that. Oh. ADHD is a hell of a drug, isn't it?
La 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 la.
Gee whizzers. All right, let's grab a hallway. Hey, look, you can see. Do I want a staircase hallway? No. Man. And I remind myself every time I do that switch, make sure you switch it back, you dumbass. And guess what? I continue to be a dumbass. All right. Okay, so this is going to be, according to the plan, the modular frame. And it does need more than 3, but I'm going to use power crystals to boost them. So let's get you centered, because yeah, there's not really quite enough room for 4 of these guys, because they're just a little bit wider than everything else. I'm gonna change the orientation of it though to this direction, and maybe push you that way a little bit so I have the room. So I can feed one of the belts through there, and one of the belts through there. Yeah, there. And put it there. What are you? You're modular heavy frames. And I want you... Actually, we'll just do... Because that's a lot more power usage to... Come on. Go back. Stop it. I don't want you in there. There we go. So you're going to run at 150%. You are going to run a little less. And that, because every time you use a power crystal, so that kicks the megawatt usage up quite a bit. 2 power crystal, it's an exponential increase as well. So I'd rather kind of split that across. So this will actually use less power than the other one that I just used to get the extra 25%. So if I go 125% there, there's no power going in. It's not manufacturing anything yet, so it hasn't recalculated the power. But yeah, it's going to use less power than this. And if I had 2 crystals in that, that would use like more than 2 times the power of a single one. So it is a little bit more power friendly. All right. So what are you? You. Replace that. Oh, that's way back in the day. So the electronics will probably stretch out that direction once I get there. But for now, yeah, we're just going to keep moving this way. So this is now my modular frame floor. So again, although if I don't do it now, I never will. So modular frames, like so. No, it's just the amount of power that they use. They just use, like I say, it's not twice as much power. So if you double, like go 200%, that's actually closer to using like 300% the amount of power. Here, we can actually do a little quick experiment on one of these guys here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the wire out. I'll dump 2 crystals. So currently using 4 megawatts. As soon as it registers that upgrade, it's now 10 megawatts. So it's 2.5 times. If I drop it down to a single crystal, it's only 6.8. So you can see that it really starts increasing. If I go 250%, it's like 13.4. So, I mean, it's not a huge exponential growth, but it is using more power. So it's actually a little bit more efficient to have one at this and then the other one at the other higher level. They don't explode, it's just your factory turns off. When you overdo your power, everything shuts down. I don't have any circuit breaker systems set up yet. There are kind of things that you can get, like priority power switches, which means you can set things that as you start running out of power, if it's like a priority 5, it'll shut down that area first to keep the other stuff going, because there are some critical things that, you know, if they go bye-bye, everything goes bye-bye. And that's one of the things with this game, is that a simple constructor, one constructor, can literally shut down an entire world if that constructor is on something like doing with your nuclear power plants. So that's where it's not, that I don't have to worry about things exploding. It's just, it's shutting down and then tracing where that problem goes to, or if something's is overloading and the machine shut. Yeah, it is about keeping the numbers in balance. And it can get a little bit, a little bit convoluted. Okay, so now I need to find my iron pipe. Suppose I could just read the damn sign. Iron rod, iron plate. Perfect. Okay, so one of you guys is the iron rods, which are right here. And you're going to push you that away. temporary little snap inverters here. Weirdly enough, they actually added the ability to clip. In the earlier versions of the game in the early access, you couldn't clip these guys, which made doing some things a little bit more challenging. Do I like that? No, I don't like that. So yeah, but now we can clip, which definitely kind of gives us a little bit more freedom to play with things. I think I'm going to go like this. All of these iron rods are destined for one location. So we'll grab our mergers. And we're going to send you guys to that. There we go. There we go. And drop you down. Okay. And we'll just wrap you around the corner. Alright, so that is my iron rod. So the iron rod is destined. Okay, I did do one. Yeah, it's, sorry. Need to, come on. Copy. Paste. See, if I don't do it at that moment, how easy it is for me to forget to do it, and then I'm staring around down a hallway where everything just says name, and I have no idea where I am. I'm getting old enough that that becomes kind of terrifying, because that can happen in the real world. It's the why am I in the kitchen syndrome. Alright. Come on. Paste. Okay, so that's all going down to the modular frames. Again, I do want to make sure I don't fall off, because, you know, la la la, happy walking down, and down I go. Okay, so that is where the iron rods need to go. So we can run over here across the ceiling. There's the iron rods coming up there. That needs to go over to this over here. The other thing that the iron rod is taking is the reinforced plates from there. So yeah, okay, that's good. So what we can do is we'll take a lift, point it at there, grab our belts, run through the wall. We can just that's weird. No, that's correct. I just didn't paint that wall. Okay. I missed one. There we go. See, that's this is what I was talking about, the ability to clip, is that it kind of gives me, I can move walls in and kind of overlap things and still have functionality. Okay. So the iron rod will go right across here. It should work. So there. Bring it around the corner, like so. Okay. That means down here, just to make my life easy, I'm going to do a temporary stretch belt. That. Will the merger actually find the no. I do need the lift here to guide it. Ooh. Now I have the mergers. The splitter. Merger. Merger. Delete this belt because I can go straight into this. Move these two, and they should match into place. There's that last thing. So these guys are now all feeding the reinforced plates. Now I can come back upstairs here. Reinforced plates are right there. Why are you not? Oh, jeez. I missed. Wow. Kind of shot right through there. The whole damn wall. That's easy to fix. There we go. Should see them run down there. Yep, there they go. All right. So now, to get them into my modular frame machines, I'm going to bring this one down by 1. And just to have a belt stretching across here, just as a guide. We go to there. And then we go. And again, what I'm looking at is I'm looking at these. There, if you look, there's. Here, let me get this up. So how to guide them is there's these little lines right here. That puts. So if I see 2 lines, but not the 3rd line. So if we bring another one here. If I go one more, that would be a little bit too high. So those are kind of how you get bring things up. So that's 2. So that's like 2 of those little belt stands, or the center of this wall, and that takes it up to that wall. If that makes sense. All right. So bring that up. Bring that one up. That means because this one is lower, it is just those guys. Just like that. And again, these are going to be here temporary. Well, not these ones, but I think these ones are going to be temporary. Because I just need it to split like so. That's going to be too. That should be okay. Thinking that was going to be too sharp a corner to get into this last one, but nope, that's perfect. So now I can get rid of these 2 temporarily, so that they clip and connect correctly there. That's those 2. Now again, we come in with the splitters and get these guys to line up. So line up. Yeah, it does make life a lot easier. That is definitely for sure. Especially when you're dealing with sometimes really, really tall, because these little buggers here, these little buggers here. So if I just kind of drop one down here, kind of stretch a little bit high. And if you're trying to line 2 of those guys up like that, you definitely want to be able to count the marks. Okay, so these guys now have all their supplies, just about. So I just have to connect here up. And then I need to make sure that there is power in this room. So that should connect across there. I'll connect across that corner there. Connect. And connect. And then the machines. Well, this one is easily gone to that one. That one can go to that one. And finally, this one can go to that one. And away they go. All right, so that now gives me my modular frame. So I am making a total of, I have no idea. So that's 3, 5.5. Should be a total, whoops, just regular modular frames. Yeah, so 7.5, which is out of my 7.4. Okay, I'm gonna run the risk again to update the chart. So what is this? It was the modular frame. So now the inputs. Grab the modular frames. Modular frame. I'm not making 10. I'm making 7.5. And there we go. So it's still got to deal with this stuff here, but you know that's pretty straightforward. Literally, it's, you know, 3 machines. This is the more complicated line in the steel line, but we are down to 2 rooms still. So I still have to bring the steel beams into the encase. I have to finally bring the concrete into play. And then all of that going to get it fed into the final room, which will give me my heavy modular frames. Look, I remembered! I remembered to do it! Yay! Okay, so to get the encased industrial beams is 2 assemblers. Where have I got space? Do I want to go... Because my circuit boards are there, so if I keep going that way for the computers and whatnot, I guess what I'll do, because those are eventually going to come over here. Again, the kind of the challenge, especially when you're using prefabs, is making sure that you have good, clean runs for the lines, and especially when you got these kind of pre-existing or pre-constructed little spaces. And so far I haven't had to worry about things kind of crossing and getting in the way of the walking, but definitely kind of getting to the point where I have to think about that a little bit more. So if I need 2 more rooms. So if I have 1 room there, we can put the final room here, because I need 3 rooms, I think, for... Yeah, that should be okay. Okay, so that's, I think we're going to try that. So we'll sneak through there and try to grab the concrete service floor, and there we go. Make sure you're lined up. There we go. So you're snapped into place. Excellent. Let's just do a quick drop down. So you're going to be encased industrial beams. Encased industrial beams. The annoying thing is that there's a copying settings down here that doesn't translate to the Control-C, Control-V. You actually have to hit Control-C, not walk up the stairs. Hit the Control-V on each of these individually. I guess I need to bring some more hallways in. So I got a staircase here. Do I need a staircase here? I got a staircase there. That's fine. Haven't had a staircase here in a while. Do I really need to when I got these? No, because I don't want to have to deal with that. So what I'm going to do is just grab this hallway and snap you into place. There. Fit through the invisible... Let me through a door! I can put that here. That closes the room. Grab my cross haul. Like I said. And there we go. Okay. So we can finish running the signs here. paste. Thank you. Like, even with the prefabs, just nothing happens quickly sometimes. It's just an awful lot of kind of grindy grind. Okay, so there's the room for the encased industrial beams. So encased industrial beam, I need 2 assemblers running at about 75% each. I could get away with the 1 assembler, but then I have to use 2 power crystals, and that's more power. And I still have, you know, power concerns. I still got to bring in a lot more power plants, and I'm just not quite there yet. That's not going to be connected, but that is going to connect there. Okay, and make sure all the corners are connected again. So, and then so. Speaking of power, how are we doing? I got a bunch of machines up and running. Yeah, so again, my overall capacity is, or my max consumption is 53. I'm making 51.5. If I brought the bioplants back online, I would have 5780, but, you know, I'd have to go get a bunch of trees and stuff like that to feed into that. So, yeah, I'm still okay. So I'm not in any kind of, you know, danger of running out of power, mostly because most of the factory isn't really producing a lot. So all the stuff that's kind of over here, they're getting bogged down because, you know, once the inventory lines are full, I can only get rid of the waste so fast. So most of the machines kind of are only working maybe 15-20% of the time. So that's keeping my power down, but, you know, that is temporary. I am running in a power deficit, technically, so I do want to keep an eye on that. All right, so I got to bring concrete, which can come up through the floor, but the other thing I need to do is grab those steel beams. So I had all those extra steel beams somewhere, which was right here. So those steel beams need to come out, which is going to be just a titch tricky. Ugh, good thing I don't really see those often, but not too tricky. I has to be Trixie's little hobbits. Yeah, I've heard this thing from a hobbit, except for maybe the hairy toes. Yes, that's on the same line. Is that going to work for me? Yeah, that should be okay. So if I go like that, should be able to force the lifts into a compression. Perfect. Do the same thing here. And once I have a belt to kind of force it to lock. Come on. Compress. Too close. Okay. Move this out. Here. Come on. Okay. Come on, compress. Why won't you compress? Alright, you know what? I don't like usually doing this, but sometimes I just gotta do that. Okay, so that's gonna bring my steel beams now over into this empty floor. Point in fact, I could probably... No, that's gonna get in the way of the stairs. Yeah, I could have a choice of any of these one thing, so I'm just kind of figuring out where I want to orient the machines. And because the concrete's coming up from the floor, so how do I orient the machine? Actually, just go across here. Yeah, I could do this instead. Let's see if this works better. If I have this in the right place, maybe it will. zigzag across here. Nope, not that one. Tiny little zigzag across here. There we go. So that feeds the beams into this space, and like I say, the concrete is going to come up through the floor. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So production, we're going to need a couple of assemblers, and we can just nicely kind of center them in the room. Yeah, that's okay. Like that. Snap this guy in place. Bring our belt up, and again, use the guide marks. Like so. Grab our belts. You go into there. And we can grab this guy as a temporary. Oh, actually, no. I don't have to worry about that. We grab a splitter. Come on. Snap into place. Like that. Drop the belt across like that. Beams coming down, perfect. And grab our floor connection here. And you go that way, you go that way. I need 1.562 divided by 2, so each of these guys will be running at 80%. Which actually saves me power. Encased industrial beam. So currently it's 15 megawatts. We can knock it down. I won't know until, of course, it starts producing, which means getting power hooked up. What are these going? Grab the beam off the damn thing. So copy. Come on. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to take the keyboard apart and give it a good cleaning. Some of the time the buttons just aren't quite registering. Right there. Hey, power. And we'll connect you to there. So it went, let's see what that does. I won't know until I actually bring in the concrete and it starts producing. Okay, well that's fine. Let's go get our concrete. So finally, back down into the service floor. So concrete's got to come down to here. Concrete is way over here. Here's my concrete coming up. Oh, I got concrete coming up there. Where are you going? Huh. Did all this work getting the concrete over here and ended up being in the wrong place. Ain't that just hilarious? I actually need to go way down here. Okay, so that's all my concrete, right? Yeah, it's all gonna end up down here. Okay, well that's fine. So you're lined up on that. Go there. Hop over the little rock here. And fetch the actual belt. Yep, build it. That's my game style. That is exactly what my game style is. Why do it once when you can do it 5 times? Oh, no, I can get away with that staircase there. That's not good. I actually can bring it up to the ceiling. That should get me a clear of that staircase. So, yeah, that'll do it. And then I should be able to, of course, now to get it up into the machines, that's the easiest part. We just have our lift there. Take this guy, we connect him into there. We Drop him there. Might be a little bit too far. No, he should connect. So if I rebuild this guy, and like so. Alright, concrete, flowing, and machines are now building. So yeah, we're down to 11.2 megawatts as opposed to the 15 megawatts, so a little less power being used. As opposed to using a single machine. Actually, I should figure out what the numbers are. Is it more efficient to use one machine overclocked or two machines underclocked? That's actually kind of easy to figure out. So 11.2, so that's 22.4 megawatts that I'm currently using. I, in fact, need, let's put a couple of crystals in, just temporarily. So otherwise he would have to be running, okay, so again, 22.4. If he was running at 160%, yeah, see, 22.9. It is a little bit more power efficient to run them a touch slower. All right, cool. So that is all done. It is literally one more room. Just need one room now for the final product of this entire section. So we are going to do that. So again, I'm going to bring the electronics. So that's the computers and whatnot this direction this way. So I think I can get away with putting the next room over here. I do want a staircase room, or hallway, which is one of those. To go this way. Like that. Grab service hall. So that can go there. This one here. Put here. Like so. Grab a non-stairwell. Oh, nope. Cross them all the way first. This. Whole thing, please. Thank you. Concrete surface all. Snap onto the end here. Like so. Well, thanks for coming by and dropping in, man. Yeah, next week won't be live, so I might as well let everyone know right now. I actually will be out of town next week, so I will still have a video going up, but I'm going to record it during the week, and then I'll set it scheduled so it uploads, so that we still have the usual. Again, it's just gonna, I'll do the usual time kind of period that I'm using. But yeah, it won't be live like it is today. But you know what? Hey, man, you have yourself a great day. Thanks for coming by and keeping me company. I always really appreciate that. So have yourself a wonderful weekend, and I'm just gonna get this all finished off here, and I will be so next week's episode will be me doing out the electronics and kind of doing some other stuff. But see you later. All right. Now that I've said goodbye, we'll just kind of finish building the floor here. Yeah, I'm going to leave that like that. So let's go get a service floor copy. Grab you here. And get you to snap where you're supposed to be. Which is come back this away by one. There we go. Now we just need one Manufacturer. Big ass monster in the center of the bloody floor. Make sure he is actually centered. He's close enough. There we go. You are going to be making heavy encased beam. And we need to get up. All right, gonna get that done, but I'm gonna have to do a little quick pop out here. Little quick bio break, but I'll be back and we'll finish up at least this line, and stay tuned. And we're back. Sorry about that. Literally just got a few more minutes, but couldn't wait. All right. So now I need to start bringing everything in. So first thing I need to do is grab some of the concrete that we got shipping down there. So we'll put the concrete into this input. There. So concrete. Well, that does kind of change a little bit here. That's fine. You should be Mark 3. There, let's get you a little bit faster. There we go. Okay, so that has to go way over there. So we'll use the 90-degree turn. We'll grab our splitter. We replace this so it snaps into place. There we go. I'll throw one of you into there. And I can take... Oh, not quite long enough. Or shorten. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that's the concrete. Need to bring now steel pipe. So where is my steel pipe? That is cased industrial beams. Which actually, let's do that one next. That one should be pretty straightforward. For here, we'll go through here, and we'll go that way. Literally only a few. So I'll use a mark. Oh, nope, we're going to need to come out a little bit. I don't want to get in the way of the staircase. So we'll do that, come out like that, and then mark 2. So why won't we make the corner? There. And right there. And grab a Mark II and into there. Okay. So that's now got encased. Once I connect them up. That would be useful. Okay, so I'll just grab a lift here. And I'm just going to use a Mark 1, bring you up. Use a Mark 1 belt. No, maybe a Mark 2 belt. Make sure you're on the straight way. Let's upgrade you to a Mark 2. Let's get you a Mark 2. The guideline. Grab a merger. Alright, while I'm down here, let's actually get the power running into this room here as well. So again, you just hook up the corners. Hook up the corners. And hook up the power. Okay, so now I need the modular frames, which are, where are my modular frames? I've left them here somewhere. So let's look at the signages. Oh, modular frames. Hello. Conveniently placed. Okay, so modular frames. Gonna need to skip over a room. Where can I run that belt around through? Go down the hallway here. Oh, I can actually cheat it a little bit more. That's where I want to get my modular frames down here, I think. Pipe. Picture down there somewhere. Okay, so let's run the modular frames. I'm going to come right through here. This points the right direction. There we go. So no reason why I can't drop you down though, isn't there? Right, so let's clean this up. I'm going to redo this a little bit. So instead, just drop you down immediately. And pop it in there. And let's get our splitter. You're far enough away that we'll have to use a... Okay. You know what? Don't go up. I'm not going to go up on these. I'm going to go downward. I've got a lot more room underneath them. Yeah. So, let's grab belts to there. Another merger. That should snap. Just grab that there. Let's upgrade you to Mark IIs. Grab our flow hole. set up here for receiving said floor supply bits. And we go back downstairs. And we find where everyone is. So mirror right there. Look at that. Lots of fairies. So we'll just strictly come out. And I'm going to use the Mark II belt. And we can just run down this way. As far as it'll go, which is right about... Just do a nice little clean snap right there. And we can point you going that way. Grab you and... No. I want to face you this way. And then I'm going to grab this belt. Okay. Next one I need is the steel pipe, which is right here. Do I have the room to bring there? Not particularly, so we'll do the same thing with this TV. So, run across the line. Here. And we'll get a floor hole in right here. There. Reinforced iron plate. Iron pipe. So again, we'll grab a reasonably speeded belt. And we'll come out by one like so. Should be there. Our merger. Sure we have a belt through. Grab our floor hole. Downstairs. Alright, let's go join it downstairs. So you're going to pop out through there. You're a little bit cross over. Yeah, so we're going to have to cross you over. So I'm just going to tuck you underneath like that. Grab our belts. The hell with it, use a Mark IV. This guy. Okay, good. So I need a hanger that I can utilize. Can you make that one? So grab ceiling mount. Feeding less than 60, so yeah, that'll work. So we can go to here. That. And I can grab this guy. I could copy down there. And then I can grab you again. Run you there. Drop you down by 2. You. Hey look, handy staircase. And that, once those start feeding in, should now be that complete line. Come on. One problem with using the slow belts. There we go. here. We are just about there. And we're making heavy modular frames. Sweet. So that was a bit of a grind, but we got them going. And all nice and contained into the single factory. Oy vey. So that's where I think I'm going to call it for this week. So yeah, like I said, it won't be a live stream next week just because I do have other obligations that I'm going to need to go to. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to still record. I'll record a straight through session. So it'll be a pre-recorded live, kind of like Saturday night. But, you know, I won't be doing any kind of editing short of maybe, you know, pausing when I have to go take a, you know, quick break or something like that. But what I will be doing is I'm going to get the electronics all set up. So that is the AI limiters. Circuit board's already being made. I just need to send them over to the inventory system. So high-speed connectors, AI limiters, and my computers need to be manufactured. So that's basically pretty much, I think, just need the straight 3 rooms that are going to go that away. And then I just need to get roofs on everything. Figure out how I'm going to cap all these guys off. Yeah, I'll do some kind of roofing system there. And then the kind of challenge of getting from way back in that corner has to get all the way to the barn over there. Same thing with the other guys. They're all going to need to feed back into the barn. You know, which is going to be its own little challenge here. I may have to kind of get clever. It wasn't easy getting the stuff over to there just because of the way the cliff face goes. But I will figure that out when it comes to the right time. Pretty sure this is a service floor. Yeah, this is a service floor that I can come through here. So that is AI limiters, circuit boards, high-speed connectors, computers, and modular frames. So it's 5 items, I believe. Let me just quickly check the planner here. Yeah, so it's 5 items that are going to have to feed through here. I still want to fix the inventory system over here just because it is a bit of a dog's breakfast. I just haven't been able to bring myself to do it. Yeah, let's pop back down here. So that's the kind of way it's all wrapping around and where is it? Lost track of my inventory system. Somewhere where there's a big giant mess. But anyway, yeah, I need to fix the kind of underneath feeding system. Oh, look, I'm over here now. I don't know where I am. Okay. I don't know why I'm insisting on finding it. It's this way. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so this is still a bit of, you know, a giant dog's breakfast. It's not very efficient. Things are probably getting sunk without getting returned. So I want to still rework all that stuff, and I might do that whilst I am bringing all of these supplies back from over there. And I'll probably come through those walls here. Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of an interesting, but that's going to be something I'll work on and get done. Hey, look at boom. But that is going to be it for this session today. For those of you who are interested, again, the Space Engineers next chapter will be released at 3 o'clock Pacific time. I hope you tune in for that. As always, you know, leave a comment, let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like on any of the series here. Tell your friends. Kind of trying to hit that 1,000 mark so YouTube doesn't just ignore me and it starts playing with helping me with the algorithm a little bit. But for now, that is going to do it. Thank you very much for watching, as always, and joining me on a Saturday morning. Yeah, so have yourselves, yeah, that's going to be it. So be good, be safe, and have yourselves a great day. And until next time, bye-bye.